All right. Howdy ho. We're back with Emerald. It's been a reasonable amount of time since we've played Emerald. We've played a few things in the interim. Any updates for y'all before we begin? I'm hoping we can beat the Pokemon League at this time. So as you might know, I've been trying hard to do the level cap challenges for all the gym leaders, and we have done so. I don't think I will be doing that for this, for the Pokemon League. I want to beat them, because I want to be done with this game and move on. This will still exist on the wheel, because there's still stuff that we can explore and do. But I want to get back. I want to get to our next sort of main priority game. So that's where we're at with that. I will address that in a moment, Czar. Let me switch to the Pokemon's screen, and we will get into the swing of things. Pew! Okay. So, My Hero Academia. Yes, I've watched another episode. We've gotten to the point, by which, God, we're only in the 40s. God, we are so underleveled for the Pokemon League. There might be a lot of grinding. We might not be able to take them on unless we, like, grind a disgusting amount. But My Hero Academia, yes, I've watched more. They're done with their internships. Everybody came back and told what they've been up to. Midoriya has learned from All Might about sort of the origins of One for All and its sort of counter quirk, All for One. And that's kind of interesting, lore-wise. And apparently they're all gonna go to summer camp. Which is, you know, fun, I guess. But they gotta pass finals first. Stuff gets real at summer camp? Okay. Good to know. It was interesting when, like, there's a moment in this last episode that I watched where All Might summons Midoriya to his office. He's like, hey, so, you know, that guy, he ate your blood. Remember you ate my hair, which was really weird, in order to get my powers? And he's like, oh, crap. Does he have the power now? He's like, no. I thought you would be worried about that. Kind of weird that you weren't. Eat this! Yes, that. Also, great animation of Midoriya making an All Might face during that scene. Very good. I also hadn't considered that when I was watching that fight with the blood guy. Which is just kind of interesting. It's like, oh, yeah, that really probably should have been a concern. I'm glad it isn't. I wonder if it was one of those, like, the mangaka got letters after those chapters were published, and they're like, crap, I didn't think about that. Need to kind of soft retcon that. I don't know. It seems plausible that might have occurred. I don't know if I fought these trainers up here, so we're gonna go up here. Also, I haven't explicitly acknowledged, but good to see you, Carl. Welcome. How'd I get into a space this small? How'd you get into a space this small? Why am I, novel in this? Oh, right. You guys are early game trainers, so you will offer me no experience points. Great. Awesome. You're a My Hero Academia fanboy. Okay. I don't think I'm quite there yet. It's enjoyable. It's definitely solid. And I'm happy to be coming into it now that the show is over. But yeah, it's good. It is good. It is good. I have very few complaints. Most of my complaints are, I think, complaints that everyone shares, namely that the short guy with the weird sticky ball power is just awful and should not exist. The little perv guy. I don't like him. Okay, do I remember where this guy's hiding? Yeah, the hero killer. Yeah, that's where we just finished it. And okay, so summer camp's like the next big arc. Okay. Yeah, I've somehow managed to avoid any particularly heinous spoilers. Not quite sure how I pulled that off. 50% of the fandom is awful. I will say, I haven't had any bad experiences with the fandom. I just know that they're very vocal. They're very loud. It's not fair to compare them to the Harry Potter fandom. However, I'm struggling to think of a better analog. A lot of the fandom is just very, I don't know, present. But again, I haven't... They can't be that bad, because, like, I've avoided... During the height of its popularity, I've avoided spoilers and really having to know much about it. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just talking out my ass. It's possible. I do it quite frequently. Endeavor, a My Hero Academia reference! Haha! What else do I know? I went to a cat show today. That was pretty fun. Hence, I am dressed for the occasion. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. We didn't stay very long. But it was, there were just lots of different types of cats there that I don't typically see. Yeah. It was, I don't know, it was neat. There were huge Maine Coons and Abyssinians, and what else was there? There were, like, British short hairs and long hairs and underwears, and they were all theirs. Yeah, I had a nice time. I got to pet one of the cats. They had kittens for sale, and all of those kittens, I'm sure, have papers, so they're very expensive. And I'm happy with my shelter mutts / farm cats. It was also definitely playing into some strong stereotypes of it was mostly like... I was probably like under 5% of people there who were male. It was mostly older women who were there, kind of doing cat shows, crazy cat ladies. I don't know. All the ones I spoke with were nice. I'd go again, and they had good toys and treats available for the cats. So of course we picked them up some offerings, as you do. Okay, I need to get to this guy. Okay, I understand. Maybe I don't understand. Otherwise, things are going, yeah, just fine, I would say. I will say, this might be the last stream I do just for a little while. I might take just a little bit of a break. Not like a huge break, but like, you know, I might not stream again till like Thursday or Friday of next week. It's kind of part of the reason why I've tried to cram a couple of streams in recently, even though I haven't expressed that. I just have some stuff that I need to catch up on in my real life, and so I gotta do that. I gotta do chores, basically. A magnet? How does it work? So we're all at level 40 now. I think we are going to... I think we're gonna... I mean, it's the only Insane Clown Posse reference I know. But, yes. Yes, I did. I'm not familiar with their music. I am solely familiar with that meme. But it's a great meme, so I mean, you know, can you blame me? Oh, okay, this is a take on the Tate and Liza gym. Gotcha. No, I've never had an encounter with a juggalo. I've never met one. Honestly, I hear that they're all really solid people. So good for them. You don't believe I have a real life? Well, you know, you're entitled to your belief. I do. I don't solely exist as a wind-up monkey. I lack the symbols, first of all. I also lack a cool fez. I feel like if I'm gonna be a symbol monkey, I want to be one that wears a fez. Now, here is the question that I don't remember. If I knock out Banette, does the curse go away? Or does it persist? I genuinely do not recall, and that will be relevant when we get to Phoebe. Endeavor! A My Hero Academia reference. It's a good joke. Yes, I own an accordion. I don't see how that makes my argument any less valid. Okay, nope, the curse persists. That is good to know ahead of the Pokemon League. I can be a monkey with an accordion? Maybe. Still lacking the fez. I think we're gonna lose Bradman here. Yeah, that's okay. Oof. The Delibird. That's right. By default, Delibird's only move is present. It doesn't learn any other moves via level up. It can learn moves via TM, though, so you can teach Delibird, you know, some halfway decent moves if you are determined to use Delibird, or maybe you have to. Maybe you're playing a Nuzlocke or something. Let's see. Ah, okay, that's good. We've moved that. What about you folks? I guess we move you there. Alright, let's see what's in here. We're not quite ready for you. Although we can take out the trainers, at least. Yeah. Let's do that. What else? Oh, yeah. You probably saw in the Discord, but Square went ahead and made an edited down version of the Robotochemic Drive stream, along with some memes put in there. So that's kind of fun. You know, kind of cut the stream in half and put in some extra funny haha bits. I'm all for it. You know, if that's something that interests you, you can check it out. You don't gotta. You don't gotta do nothing. I'm not your dad. I'd be a terrible absentee father. The short, I will maybe urge you a little more to watch the short, just because it's short. You know, I can't ask you in good conscience to commit 90 minutes of your time to watch a stream that you might have already watched live, but a minute and a half short. You can watch that. You can do it. I believe in you. You have no attacking moves. You're garbage. can't use items in a Nuzlocke? I don't know if that's a universal rule or not. I haven't looked into Nuzlocke rules very much. And you know, I think there are some ROM hacks out there that impose certain Nuzlocke rules. And some of them are just, I mean, it's a self-imposed challenge most of the time. Like, species clause is something that I don't think is ever explicitly called out in the original webcomic from which the Nuzlocke rules derive from. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, there are definitely a lot of Pokemon challenges out there in which you can't use items, like healing items, in battle. You can certainly use them in the overworld, and held items are usually fair game, so if you pick up an Oranberry or a Citrus Berry, that's certainly allowed. I'm not aware of any rule set that discourages, like, held items from being used, but yeah, it's probably out there. A tropic mail. I don't want this. Let's clear out my pack here. Wave mail, don't need it. Harbor mail. I mean, I feel like if I'm gonna get a coin case, I might need it, but why would I need a coin case during this playthrough? Don't need it. Full heal. I've got lava cookies, but you know, it's good to know that I've got that. Sunstone. I mean, tell you what, I'll put this in my PC. I don't need it, but I think I can actually use this save file. You know, I'm going to keep this save file on, like, deep freeze, and if there's ever another Gen 3 game where I'm, like, in need of a Sunstone, I can trade it over. That's honestly true of a lot of these, like, held items, like the magnet and who knows what else. Waterstone, sure. Deep sea scale. Okay, so I'll have to remember to get the deep sea tooth from a different game at some point. It is very cramped in here, I agree. So where's the teleporter that brings me to the secret code? I don't think we've hit that yet. This is great. I know Swords Dance, but it's Gen 3, so these are both special moves. Fabulous. And False Swipe really isn't going to do me much good here. Wait, Destiny Bond targets both foes? That's weird. I guess I've never really seen that move used in a double battle. Huh. Well, I don't think we've got to worry about it. What does Heal Bell do? Alright. Orson's down. Ooh, Prestique, do you know a dark move? You do. You're my favorite. What is more powerful, Pursuit or Feint Attack? Or are they the same? Are they both 60 base? 40, 60, okay. For some reason I thought Pursuit was also 60. Heck yes. Go away. Now he can take out the wind chime. You're so casual about winning. Oh yes, strong you are. I don't know why he talks like Yoda. We don't need to sit through the evolution. That's quite alright. Is it up here? Have I not been up here? No, I have. Oh, it's down there. I see. Aha. Aha, aha. Da 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 da. Did I fight you? I'm not sure I fought you. Okay, I guess I did. The Trick Master is huggable. Confirmed. Trick Master lore. Alright, well, if nothing else, we definitely need to heal up. What else is going on? I don't know. What's new with you folks? Am I done with this guy? Yeah, I'm done with this guy. Until we beat the League. You are now on the Warhammer tournament schedule. Very good, very good. I know you've been working on painting your dudes for that. Hopefully that's quite nearly complete. You know, you'd hate to show up with a army that's half painted, I'm sure. No, don't use Screech. We're just gonna run away. Yeah, this guy rematches. I think he's the only guy on the lower part of Cycling Road that rematches. I think everybody else on this route is on the upper part of Cycling Road, and I think there's only 2 of them. I keep mashing A, assuming that I'll be able to actually use an attack, and that's not wise. You've got to strive to be better, you know. Don't show up with your figures all naked. I will share elitist takes and opinions on a hobby I have no stake and little interest in. That's just how I roll. What is... You don't get... Or maybe that's a later thing. I think Stun Spore doesn't work on grass Pokemon, but that might be a later thing. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Here's the plan. We're gonna... I think we're actually just gonna fly away now. We're gonna fly, we're gonna get through Victory Road as best as we're able. And we're gonna give give that another go after our humiliating defeat last time. Interesting, Natu can't learn Fly. It's too small, I guess, which is fair, but Doduo can learn Fly, so... I don't know. I don't know. And Pidgey. Yeah, I think Pidgey can learn Fly as well. And Pidgey, I don't think, is that much larger than Natu. But Natu is quite small, and he's very round. So, I don't know. Maybe there's some logic there. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, you're level 40. We are above that level. Oh boy. I mean, if nothing else, we should probably be killing these things for the experience. Okay, no, you're just gonna whirlwind me away. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's great. That's cool. You know, Zangoose gets Crush Claw as like a signature move, but I don't know. Like, what does Crush Claw do? Is it that good? It does 75 base power, so it's a little better than Slash. And it may lower defense. So it's like better Rock Smash, I guess. I don't know. I feel like they could have worked a little harder at giving you a better signature move. But what do I know? Aaron. I will say, this is the episode in which if we hit a brick wall in progress, I'm going to give in and turn on speed up. We're gonna use speed up, and we'll turn off battle animations, just to try and power through. So you have been warned that might occur. Don't do that. That's mean. That's mean, and I don't appreciate it. And this might one-hit KO me, honestly. Yeah, I probably should have swapped you out. Who else we got? Ooh, it don't look good. Now, I don't recall if Magneton has Levitate as an ability or not. So we're gonna try Earthquake. Hey, it works! Fabulous. Well, this is the furthest we've ever made it in Victory Road. We finally beat Magneton. Oh, and Muck! Also much susceptible to Earthquake. Very good. In other Pokemon news, I've been kind of playing Professor Oak Challenge casually, like at work, kind of during my downtimes. Not on the crispy cassette, like retro achievements stuff. You know, I want to make sure that anything that I might earn is something that you guys at least have an opportunity to see. So I've got an alt, and I beat the Pokemon League. It was really weird. I had to catch, like, I had to register 101 Pokemon in my Pokedex, or just about, before taking on the third gym badge, which is like, and the third gym badge was Koga, because you can skip Surge and Erica. So that's a little silly, but that was in Fire Red, and Fire Red, I did use the exploit, the glitch, to duplicate rare candies. So once I got to Celadon City and could get the Pokemon needed for the exploit, it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad at all. But I ran into a bit of a issue because when we did the exploit on stream for regular Fire Red, I keep calling it an exploit. It is a glitch. It's just a glitch. At any rate, when we did it on stream, I used Mr. Mime, and that was fine because I had Surge's badge, so Mr. Mime was listening to me, and everything was great. Mr. Mime, of course, is a traded Pokemon in that game. And so if, and you need to get him to level 33 to get Recycle, which is the move needed to get things working. Yeah, he'll start disobeying you at level 30. So the solution, of course, was to buy a Porygon from the game corner, train it to level 40-something, so it can learn Recycle, but because it isn't a traded Pokemon, there aren't any obedience issues, and so that worked. It's just kind of goofy. Spinarak! Yeah, none of you guys are really suited to take on Hariyama. Even if we don't beat the Pokemon League today, I do want to get through Victory Road. Alright, don't use Whirlwind. Okay, that's fine. And I will say, when I'm playing on my own and I'm not streaming, and I don't have to listen to the audio, I do play with speed up. So, yeah, this feels especially slow to me right now. but I am quite sensitive to the sped up audio fast forward. So that's the main reason we don't. Are we winning? Hey, Eclipse, good to see you. Well, we beat that Magneton that kicked our butt last time. So that's winning in a manner of speaking. Now, Dark is not very effective against fighting, yes? Yeah, not so much. But I think the only move that you can use that'll hit me is Knockoff, and it's... Okay, well, that's fine. Oh! Oh! It's Wally! Okay, who's gonna win? I know, he doesn't look very cat-like, but I assure you, this is Wally. Oh, Regirock. Nice. I should remember, we are totally allowed to use items in battle. And we might do so just to top Regirock up. Yeah, let's use up this super potion. Free up a bag space. Don't paralyze. Why is it that every time I say don't paralyze or don't poison, I get paralyzed or I get poisoned? Am I cursed? Roselia. Yeah, not the ideal Pokemon to be dealing with that. Let's swap you, and let's see if I have any revives on hand, because if I do... We might bring Arcanine back, which probably only knows, like, Ember, but it's better than nothing. Heal Powder, a Max Revive. I don't want to use a Max Revive. Yes, I have plenty of revives. The game hears my fear. It must. That's the only explanation I can think of. Yeah, Intimidate's not gonna do too much, friend, but thanks for trying. No, I wanted to use Ember! Okay, well, I'll take the free flinch. Oh, Crispy Mother says hello. Hello, Crispy Mother. Sorry, I'm not ignoring. I'm just a bit dumb. Assist? Giga Drain? Assist is a goofy move. I like it. I mean, it's like Metronome, just with a little less randomization. Sing? Really? You got away with Sing? That doesn't seem fair. We're also going to heal up Orson as Regirock, because I reckon that'll be useful. Okay. You've used Screech. So now if you use a physical move, I might be in a little bit of trouble here. But I think we'll be okay. Nice. Okay, I was just gonna ask, does Wally have full restores? Don't even need to worry about it. Critical hit. Delcatty's gone. Magneton! Good! You're weak to Ember. And then we just have Gardevoir to deal with, which... I mean, I do have Sharpedo on my team, I think, right now, so we might be able to crunch it. I think even Arcanine knows Bite. Yeah. That does a reasonable amount of damage. That does okay. Alright. Bye-bye, Woof. Okay. Good. Given enough, healing items, we can absolutely beat Wally. No, I don't care to teach you swagger. Right, we're called Sammy in this game. One of these days I'll catch up to you. Very good. I look forward to it. In the meantime, smell you later. Now that's a rare interaction that you won't see much. Smelling salt doing its job and healing paralysis. That's kind of funny. That's very interesting. Okay, we've got a couple Pokemon that are in reasonable health. I think I am gonna save in front of this gal. Because if we lose, we're going to lose our money. And we're going to want money for... Do you know any water moves? Oh yeah, you do. We're going to want money for items for the Pokemon League. And I would like to retain it. So, we're not... As best as we're able, we're not going to just throw our faces in front of trainers until we win. I mean, we are, but we're going to reset if that happens, you know? That's what I'm getting at. That said, if we lose this battle, I mean, the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, use an escape rope and go heal. Okay, Beldum. Not an inspired choice, but it is 4-on-1. So maybe we can make this work. Alright, how much damage will Giga Drain do? Not a lot, because grass is resisted by steel. That's right, okay. Oh, hello, Orson. Well, why do you have a full restore? That's not very sporting of you, says the man who used revives in battle against Wally. It's different when I do it, okay? I'm the main character. I can get away with these shenanigans. Slug. That was quite powerful. I hope Flamethrower wrecks you. It does. Good. Okay, we need to go heal before we start, I think, crawling around these caves now. Do I still have a good, yes, amount of escape ropes? Very good. Let's put Birdo out front, I guess. Remoraid. Well, you know Psybeam, so maybe you can do some damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. As long as you don't use Whirlwind. Alright, we can get some experience off you. Awesome. Sunflora Flora is a bad matchup against a Golbat. Yeah, let's send in Regice. I know that there's only one I in its name, and it's probably more accurately called Regice. But all the other ones are called Regirock, Registeel. I like Regice. Sue me. Do you know a psychic move? You do. We will send you out. If you made a crispy cassette video game, would I play it? Yeah, I probably would. I've never... I've never been in a video game before. Yeah. I'd you know, as long as it's, I don't know. As long as it doesn't, like, isn't a virus, you know? That's a concern, obviously. And as long as it doesn't, like, make me look, like, bad, like, doesn't make me look like a horrible person, somehow. You know? Sure. Yeah, if you make it, I'll play it. Are you... I know you said you're learning, Python. Is video game development something you're interested in? Because if so, that's very cool. The most video game making, with a lot of quotes, that I have any experience with is way back. We're probably talking like 20 years ago here at this point. I used to make edits to Pokemon, like Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, using some fan-made tools to just kind of mess with the map a little bit. That's as close as I ever got. Give you at most 3 months. Wow. Well, yeah. If you ever finish it, I will play it. I will gladly do so. Thunder Pupper. I don't even know what a crispy cassette video game would look like. That's a wild prospect. Yeah, we'll try Twister. Let's see how much that does. Oh! Steel resists Dragon? I suppose it's not an interaction you see a heck of a whole lot, so... makes sense that I forgot about it. Man, Steel just resists everything, doesn't it? Steel is too good. I think that's why they nerfed it, right? Steel resists Ghost in this game as well, and I don't think it does in newer games. Why don't you know Sacred Fire? Why don't you know a fire move, Ho-Ho? Why are you like this? Come on. Oh yeah, Wally still stood there. He's like, "Yep. I can't leave this spot until I get better." and there he will remain for the rest of the game, which is, you know, a little sad, I suppose. But he should have known. Challenging the Master was only going to get him pain and suffering. A question comes to mind. How many revives and how many full restores am I going to want to take on the Pokemon League? Because normally, if I'm doing that in a run where I can use healing items, I mean, I'll usually have 24 of each. Because the idea is, even though you could only probably use 5 at a time, it's kind of like 6 per after each battle. Full restore, revive, your whole team, multiply. But I have a feeling we're going to need to heal in battle as well. Possibly revive in battle. So we might need to look at maybe double that. It's gonna be a rough one. That's all I can really say. Okay, let's get to the rock. Okay, no, didn't make it. This will be a nice, easy one for you. Woof. Oh, what? That didn't destroy you? Right, I actually need to teach somebody strength, don't I? And in fact, if we need to grind money, what we might end up doing, if we can get in a good rhythm where we can beat the first guy of the Elite Four, Sid, we'll just make sure we do that. Make sure we fight him with the amulet coin. And then, you know, we'll end up losing to Phoebe. But then we'll get, you know, with half the money that we would have gotten from Sid. And it's a lame way to grind money, but it's probably... I'm not sure what's better, actually, because there's a gentleman with a Manectric outside of Lily Cove, and he does pretty good for money. Ideally, we would fight one of the rich kids out by Petalburg and steal their nuggets. But I can't reliably... You know, I can't count on my Pokemon knowing Thief or Covet. So that is a less reliable source of funds. Although they drop a fair amount of money on their own, being in the rich kid class of trainers, so... I don't know. We'll just have to see. See how much money I end up needing. Payday? Again, can't rely on it, because by level up, I believe only the Meowth family learns it, and honestly, my Pokemon might be too high a level to even know it, if they turn into a Meowth, so... it's a good thought, but I would say that is the least reliable source of funds that I would have access to. I would say Covet is far more reliable, because at the level I am right now, we are, like, in Covet range. Zigzagoon has Covet right now, if we get one. I'm not sure who else might. Meowth might, honestly. I don't know. Can't rely on pickup, either to find stuff to sell. Alright. Oh, double team, what are you doing? No! Bad! Bad Swellow! Okay, good. I didn't want to deal with that. Well, let's see how much Flame Wheel does on Kadabra. It might not do a whole lot. It does enough. I know that I don't have Pokemon stat lines memorized by any means, but I do know that Kadabra is very physically frail. It has a very low physical defense. And I take that to interpret as it has a high special defense, and maybe it does, but maybe Typhlosion is just amazing. And can withstand. Oh, right, we gotta teach Rock Smash to somebody. Ooh, it's a Pokemon in the rock! It's a Graveler! Now, we gotta be careful. I think this buddy might know self-destruct. Yeah, I think we just run away from you. I will gladly take that full restore. Yes, please. Bam! Hold on. Do we have a Whale Lord in our party? No, we don't. We can't go catch the Reggies. That's okay. It was a fun idea. What moves does Gengar know at this level? Shadow Punch could be pretty good. Let's give it a go. You know Dream Eater, but you don't know Hypnosis, and I wonder if you've already overwritten Hypnosis and can no longer learn it. Okay. Ooh. Deeper. I don't know the layout of this cave by memory, which you've perhaps already surmised just by watching. Don't do that. Don't do that. So yeah, we might have to excuse ourselves from this cave, go heal, and try again. But I don't know, I feel like we're making some progress. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Pokemon down here are level 42. I think we still have some Pokemon that are level 41 on our team. We sure do. We need to level up. We're not even as strong as the strongest wild Pokemon. Well, the strongest wild Pokemon, I mean, I think Groudon and... I actually don't know what level Groudon and Kyogre are in this game. I think Rayquaza's level 70, though. At least it would have been in Ruby and Sapphire. I'm not sure if they're in the same boat or if they're maybe at level 40. But I mean, that would be something I would consider doing. Is just catching. That feels awful though. Catching Rayquaza to kind of give yourself a shortcut to a level 70 Pokemon. Probably have to feed it vitamins to make it any good in battle. Although, I don't know, level 70 is nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But we could try it. It's something to keep in mind. And honestly, the only reason I don't want to do it is because subjecting Rayquaza to, you know, have it randomly transform into stuff, you know, killing a legendary, basically, in that way, hurts, you know? It offends my sensibilities. Okay. I think Electabuzz is faster than Ninetales. Unless, of course, it knows Quick Attack. Okay. Let's send out Prestique and let's revive. Let's revive Electabuzz and try that again. Down and down, down. Okay, hopefully you just have the one full restore. Yeah, you don't appear to have a second one. Good, good, good. Tropius. Might be able to take you down. Solar Beam! Uh-oh. Oh, I could do this, though. I could do this to make Razor Leaf not suck. And I can heal with potions. Yeah, I can just sit here and grow. Yeah, Clips, we did discuss it earlier, but that's okay. We can discuss it again. Yes, I've made more progress in My Hero Academia. Everybody's come back from their internships. And Midoriya... Dodoria? I don't know. Protagonist. He's got, he sat down with All Might and learned about the origins of his power, One for All, as well as its counter quirk, I guess, All for One. And they've announced that summer break's coming up, so they have to pass finals, and there's going to be a summer camp. That's all I know. That's where we're at. Oh, Whirlwind, you know, that was kind of smart, actually. Whirlwind was kind of smart. Yeah, because what that does is it ruins my growths. We're getting close to seeing the Wishbone voice actor. Good, good. Carl was in chat earlier and may still be lurking, but they said that they really enjoy the summer camp arc. It gets them pretty jazzed, so hopefully I'll enjoy it too. I need an escape rope. I need to get out of here. Okay. It's where you think the story picks up and starts really kind of gets moving. Okay, all right. Okay, how we doing? I mean, we're trying. We're really trying. It's where there are consequences. I don't know what that means, but just be careful. That sounds like it's almost a spoiler. It's vague enough as to not be, but tread lightly. Audio got echoey for a moment. Oh no! I don't know why it does that sometimes. I looked into it briefly, and I think it's just Twitch doing Twitch things, unfortunately. Now, in order to actually make it through the cave, I'm gonna not fight every single wild Pokemon that comes our way. But if I think I've got a good chance against them, I will fight them, because we do need the experience. And I've determined that Hariyama isn't scary here because it doesn't actually know any fighting moves. so Magneton is A-okay to fight it. Okay, Birdo's up to level 42. That's good. The highest wild Pokemon we've seen was itself level 42, so in an ideal world, we'd like to get them all up to level 43. That's when repels would start working. I think we can surely just... Well, we'll swap to this. If it roars, fine. If it doesn't roar, we kill it. You still think that Steel should be super effective against Fairy. I get it. You know, there's plenty of, you know, sources that would sort of indicate a, you know, the Fae interacting with metallic objects and whatnot, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Especially because it's like, Fairy, what's that? That doesn't exist. This is Gen 3. What's a Fairy? Like Clefairy? That's a normal type. You think Steel should be super effective against normal types? No, it already resists normal types. It doesn't need to be super effective against them. Yeah, that's the Light Guard. I can move that off screen. It wanted to say hi. The pop filter wanted to say hi. Politoed? Politoed is not a very good Pokemon, if you ask me. Maybe it is. Like, maybe competitively it's great, but... No, we didn't end up taking any fluffy new children home with us from the cat show. We also went to the pet store to buy cat food. And there was a really cute one there, but no, it stayed there. Yeah, we're not getting a new cat for a while. If the wife has her way, we might adopt one in the coming year. And she already knows what cat that will be. It would be kind of like a... We take a cat in from a coworker type of situation. Yeah, we did. We got to pet a... Gosh, I don't remember what breed it was, but it was one of those... It had kind of a smushed face. It was a white cat with kind of a smushed face, but not a long-haired one. Like, not the cat from Stuart Little. I'm not worried about that because knockoff against wild Pokemons doesn't make you permanently lose items in Gen 3. I think it was that way in Gen 2. Which is scary. But, oh, Prestique is evolving. You don't get to evolve. But we get to walk by a lot of their carriers and kind of say hi to them. You know, some of these cats are pedigreed, and we do not pet them, you know. Nobody ever said it like that to me, but that was the impression that I got. And there was a kid walking around, you know, and they asked, which is good, you know, if they could pet it, and the owner said no. And it might just be that cat hates kids. Some cats really don't like small children, and that's fair. Any ragdolls? I didn't see any, but that doesn't mean there weren't any. I'm not the most observant. Ooh, do we know Bullet Punch? No. We know Metal Claw. I think this will be regular effective because it's super effective against rock. Yeah, this is okay. This works. They are fluffy. There were Maine Coons and Abyssinians and many very large, very fluffy cats. They were big. They made Bella look normal sized. If I've been watching anything in my free time. I did start watching, just out of curiosity. I was watching the, a Red Dead Redemption 1 speedrun on YouTube. And you know how it took me, like, 9 sessions to beat the game? And just beat the game? Yeah, they were able to 100% the game in 9 hours. Which is, you know... Look, they know the game a little better than I do, alright? I was going in blind. You know Waterfall. So I was watching that, and that was kind of interesting. You know, now that I've beaten it and have some frame of reference. What else have I been watching? I watched that video that Square shared in the Discord on the medieval castles, the Motte and Baileys. That was neat. I enjoyed that. I've been watching, you know, Little Karibo's had those videos where they sort of commentate episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and I've been watching those, and that's been quite fun, watching them, like, forget their own jokes and, like, laugh at them, like, you know, years later. It's kind of fun. And them being, like, starting the episode is like, okay, I remember this episode being really bad and being really disappointed with it when it came out. And then they watch it like, oh no, this is a solid episode. I don't know what I was worried about. This is great. Oh no, that is the way I want to go. Okay. Yes, absolutely. I think most of us are our own worst critics. And I don't think there's anything... I mean, there is a point where that becomes an issue, but for the most part, it is good to be able to criticize yourself, but yeah, it does become a problem if you can't then recognize when you do something good or set too high a standards for yourself. I'm guilty of that. I don't think, you know, I don't think I'm, like, particularly funny, but, you know, people provide feedback that, indicate otherwise, so... but I would not want to, you know, even with that feedback, I would not want to, like, go into comedy as a career. I've tried stand-up exactly once, and I hated it. So I will not be doing that. Do some crowd work and heckle the audience. I mean, that's valid. Okay, let's see how you do. That'll hurt. Oh, not a lot. Oh no! My lax incense! Oh. Am I going a different way? Did I get lost? We did not fight you before, apparently. Okay. Well. Yeah, Torchic! No, Torchic! Who could have foreseen this? Boy, none of you were, really great. None of you are great. Okay, here's my plan. I'm gonna use Stun Spore with execute use Stun Spore to paralyze the Claydol so that Hariyama can use Smelling Salt for big damage. Alright, well, that didn't work out. Words are hard. Oh, jeez. Let's try Pin Missile. Now, Cosmic Power, does that raise defense and special defense? Yeah, it does. You're just becoming more tanky. I don't want that. Pin Missile is not a good move. And now, I think your evasion will go up in the Sandstorm. I don't know if that's your ability, but I think that's just a thing. Like a hidden mechanic with, I don't know if it's rock and ground type, but one of them, I think, just gets a natural boost to evasion in Sandstorms in Gen 3. We're doing okay with the hitting. Now you're gonna use a full restore, cause you're a jerk. Cause you're a big jerk. Yep, there it is. It's just like I said. The only good thing I can say is that its only attacking moves that are like direct attacking moves are Hyper Beam and Ancient Power. So with enough revives, I could stall him out. Yeah, I I have no desire to ever do stand up again. No. Not for me. Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy, on the original Game Boy. That has Jesse and James. So therefore, that is the best Pokemon game, I take it. And, you know what? That's valid. Yeah, Pokemon Yellow, you know, aimed to kind of emulate the TV show a little closer. And so, yeah, it had Jesse and James in it. Did it have Meowth? Yeah, Jesse and James, when you first encounter them, they have, you know, Ekans coughing and Meowth. Let's see. You've missed a couple of hyper beams, which I appreciate. This I don't appreciate. Do I know why crystal is crystal and not platinum? Oh, like gold, silver, platinum? No, I sure don't. I've never thought about that. I never have considered that. I'll be here's my theory is it's because they made the cartridges different colors and silver and platinum are not distinct enough colors to be different, where crystal being blue, I mean crystal could be any color, but they chose blue and that made it different enough. Crispy Mother would not watch. I don't expect Crispy Mother to ever watch. You know. But the one where you play as Team Rocket sounds like fun. Yeah, we probably will eventually. I have a plan. I really want to, you know, I want to beat this, which I don't think is happening this evening at this point. Sadly. And then I want to get this Pokemon Mystery Dungeon thing squared away. And that's going to take a long time. After that, I don't know if we're going to switch to another Pokemon game or if we'll, you know, do something else entirely, but we've got options. I don't know if Jesse and James are in the Team Rocket mod. I hope they are. Giovanni probably is. Pokemon on the Nile. It's an interesting thought. Might be a little too highbrow and high concept for, I think, your typical Pokemon fan. This cave is kicking our butt, guys. We're really... Also, you were Sharpedo twice in a row. That was, interesting. I don't know. I have to assume so. Like I said, I don't have Victory Road, memorized. So, here's the thing. I have Victory Road in Fire Red and Leaf Green memorized. Like, I know how to navigate it. Granted, it's not in the dark, but that's just how it is. I don't have Rock Tunnel memorized. Conversely, in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, I have Granite Cave memorized, but I don't have Victory Road memorized. Oh, god damn it. Oh, wait, that's fine. That was just an item. We don't need it. We already got it. I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride, but we're here for the foreseeable future. I know what some of you are going to say, but I will ask the question because I do want to be somewhat respectful of the time that you spend with me in your finite life. You know, I could always take this save file and level these guys up off screen. And that might be the way to make progress. As much as we don't want to hear that. No, this is... Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. This is the wrong way. Yeah, I might just kind of executive decide to do that. Does that mean we'll have a short stream tonight? I mean... I don't know what you define as a short stream. We've already been going for... an hour... 47. So I'm not gonna, like, cut it off here and say I'm gonna grind off screen. If that's what you're asking. I think... I want to at least... Sometimes I stream till 10. Oh, we got 2 Aerons. Yeah, it'll probably be 9:30 or 10 is probably how late we're gonna go tonight. I want to get through Victory Road. And then beyond that, I'll probably give one real sad attempt at the Pokemon League, get my butt kicked, and said, okay, guys, we're leveling up off stream, because this is redonkulous. What if I win? Well, then that's awesome, and we're just done with this game, and we will end stream. And then I'm going to not look forward to the next game that we're going to play, which is Evo. Evo's in a dumb position. I want to beat it, but I don't want to play it, is where I'm at. I'm not enjoying my time with that game anymore. Now maybe it'll be better this time around, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. What idiot gave it such prominence on the wheel, anyway? Huh? Have I done my homework for Evo? No, that's gonna be what I have to do this week, I think. I might practice it off stream, maybe. I don't know. Practice with horns? Maybe. Level 44? Are you kidding me? Jeez. Yeah, we can't even rappel our way through this stupid cave. Ugh. This is useless. Oh, I like the pink ferret. That's quite nice. No, this week I need to do chores. I need to clean. There's some areas that require my attention. And I need to, yeah, I suppose I need to do my homework on Evo as well. Owen, I don't like you. You're a jerk. I scooped Wally for sure. I've bothered Bella, but I haven't scooped her. How do you get through Substitute? So Substitute takes 1/4 of your health points and makes a little doll. And whatever life points you gave up, that's how many hit points the doll has. So once you do enough damage that you exceed that amount, the doll breaks. Which makes multi-hit attacks like Fury Attack actually really well suited to taking out substitutes, because if it breaks in 3, then Kecleon comes back on the field and you can do damage to the actual Pokemon. So it's pretty nice. Dang! Max level Flail for the win! Max level Flail is still my best shot here. Ooh. Okay. Well, hopefully... Okay, you're stuck in rollout, so you can't heal next turn. I'm hoping you're faster. I would have preferred you to have a water attack, but this is fine. Hooray for Orson. Tough kid from Petalburg City. That would be Wally, who we already beat. See, it's interesting, because I think in Ruby and Sapphire you don't fight Wally until you get to the end of Victory Road, but here he kind of ambushes you right at the beginning. Orson's not impressed? Well, you know, that's okay. We know that Orson did a good job. Come on. We're hoping that we're nearly through. Do I need a body double? No? No? I mean, unless I start doing stunts, which I have no intention of doing. I mean, yeah, if we can have a body double so that, like, maybe the body double can go to work for me during the day, so I can spend time at home doing other things, that would be fine. Oh, for cleaning. No. No, I don't think I need an ADHD body for cleaning. I think I'll be okay. During one of these streams, I need to bring the children down to stream. I asked Bella, when I came down, I asked if she wanted to come be on stream, and she just looked at me disgusted. So, you know, I gave her the chance, and she just said no. Okay, we can get pictures of them in the Discord. That's fine. We can manage that. We're just about making it through this fight. We are low on potions. We are running low-ish on my goodness. We're low on potions. We're running low on revives. Interestingly, Earthquake isn't killing my Camerupt because right now its skill is Levitate, because Claydol gave it the skill Levitate before it died. So that's, like, really stupid and funny. Skill Swap is a silly move. Do not use a full restore! No, that's lame. She's gonna have a full restore too, isn't she? Yeah, like the main use case for skill swap is to basically send out Slaking and then use skill swap so that it no longer has Truant as its ability. Like that's the main reason most people would use that move. Yeah, it's kind of like weird competitive stuff like that. Okay, we made it somehow. Oh boy. I have one full restore. Is that my last potion? Okay. Have I ever thought about making a competitive team? Briefly, but the thought always fades as quickly as it came. The best I've done is I have bred one. None of you can deal with Skarmory effectively. I have bred one Pokemon with perfect IVs and a beneficial nature. Somewhere on my copy of Sword and Shield, I've taken the time to breed a perfect Machop. I don't know if I ever... And I think I did... And I think I EV trained it as well. I don't remember if I got around to evolving it to a Machamp or not. Oh, we might lose here. We might lose because none of you can deal with a steel Pokemon. And this steel Pokemon is going to have a full restore. This is exactly what happened to us with the Magneton at the very beginning of the cave. This is the same thing. But, you know, Furret's not going down without a fight. Alright, bye, Furret. Do either of you know Solar Beam? You do. Let's try Solar Beam. It's all I've got. Oh. Oh. Does Body Slam do more? With Bison and Elk Meat. Well, I can't say I've had that before. I mean, I've had Bison meat and I've had elk meat, but never as a Sloppy Joe. I'm very middling on Sloppy Joes. I think I've had one too many bad Sloppy Joes in my time that I just tend to avoid it. Too many church potlucks, you know? Too many recipes where, well, it doesn't say to put salt in the recipe, so I didn't. Alright, well, we sure gave that a try. Yeah, you will never find me craving Sloppy Joes. That is not a comfort food for me. Oh boy. So what to do? Well, I think we need to, if possible, we need to fly somewhere to stock up on items. Man, we are running through our provisions just trying to get through this damn cave. It's killing me. I think the Pokemon Mart is on the other side of the lake. Is that true? I think it's true. Do we have any water Pokemon? No, we will need to fish. Yeah, if you start just randomly quoting Adam Sandler movies, people probably will look at you funny, like a little bit. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you what the rules are. Okay, yes, we do have a water Pokemon now. We can learn Surf now. You know, I know the rules. I don't know if you know the rules. I am telling you the rules. I see what you're doing there, Czar, and I refuse to engage. So we've got $90,000, which isn't bad. Let's just stock up on relatively cheap hyper potions for now. Have 20 of those, and let's have 20 of these, and hopefully, this is enough to get us through the end of this gosh dang cave. I'm not convinced that it will. I've never struggled this much with the freaking Victory Road cave. This is kind of ridiculous, but this is a ridiculous game mode, right? So, yeah, it makes sense. Here we go again. Okay. I am going to do this at least. For this opening part of the cave, we're going to have a level 44 Pokemon up front. And we are going to use a Repel. Oh, Repel's still active from earlier. Interesting. Okay. But I think in this opening part of the cave, there's only Pokemon up to level 40. And I think in the second part of the cave, 42 is where they max out. Now, once we get to the third part of the cave, where it's level 44, well, there's no helping us there. Because we don't have a single level 45 Pokemon. Okay. Flash. Can any of y'all learn Flash? Orson can learn Flash. Please do. Alright, we need somebody to learn Strength. Woof can learn Strength. Right, Nosepass learns Zap Cannon. So strange, so random. Woof will also learn Rock Smash. Okay. This should be all we need to start making our way through the cave again. Boom. Boom. Unless it was down here? I don't remember. I don't remember! Where was I meant to go? Okay. Yes. Oh no, not up there. Down here? Yes. Now I think we can repel, but I think at this point it will be level 44 Pokemon that we can run into, so this might not be effective. Yep. Which honestly just means that we need to kill it. We need that experience. We need to get up to level 45 so that Repel will do something. Well, for one, Repel costs money, and if funds are limited, you may not want to waste money on Repel. But otherwise, yeah, it should be a standard part of their toolbox. Okay, Aquarius. Do you have a fire move? No! Why? Why don't you? Don't make me. Guys. If this was the Professor Oak challenge, we wouldn't be dealing with this, because I would have like a level 50 Blaziken and a level 50 Salamence and a level 50 I don't know. I'd have a lot of Pokemon. Guys, we might have to win with Bide. I hate Bide. But that might honestly be the strategy here. Assuming we survive...
Which we don't.
Okay. What does Flatter do? That raises your special attack and confuses you? Yes. Okay. Let's do that. Because your attacking moves are steel and flying, so special attack won't do you any good. This is quite pitiful. Does Horde Attack do any better? Not really. Well, honestly, we may yet revive... Because I swapped into Shuckle, which might have been a mistake. I might revive Shuckle, heal it, send it out with full health, and try Bite again. Because I don't think it was the worst idea, in theory. As much as I hate it. And believe you me, I do hate it. Bide is a strange move where you kind of just do nothing for multiple turns, and then at the end of the turn, your Pokemon looks at how much damage it has done to the enemy, and it doubles the damage back. It's basically like counter, but it works over multiple turns. Okay, this isn't working. It works over multiple turns, and it doesn't care if the move is physical versus special. So it's not like specific, like counter or Mirror Coat is. Bide has been, I believe, removed from modern Pokemon. I don't believe it is a move anymore. I can use counter. This is good. And you're gonna heal this turn anyway. Mirror Force. Yeah, not quite. Pristique is loafing around. Okay. This is the strategy, unfortunately, is use Slaking. But it knows counter, so it's just what we gotta do. Okay. Sableye! Ugh. We're gonna send in Aquarius. I don't know if that's the right move, but it's the move that feels right. That was pretty good. No! I think that's the amulet coin. No, I wanted money. Alright, well, we made it. But I'm not happy about it. Caroline. Beating me up at Pokemon. Beware of fatigue. For sure. Can any of you idiots learn Surf? No. Guess we got a fish. Okay, this time. This time for sure somebody can learn Surf. Yes. Just avoid that trainer if I can help it. Yeah, that's just an item. I don't really care for the item. I'm sure the item won't do me any good. We're back at the beginning. Oh, I see. Okay, there was a different waterfall that we need to go down. Okay, alright. That's fine. I'm not going to chase the waterfall, but I certainly am going to climb it. Hey, Square, good to see you. Congratulations, your short has been very, very well received. I haven't heard any feedback on the longer edit, but I sat through it and I enjoyed it, so I am hoping others will as well. I think if you do end up deciding that you want to do that again, I will probably watch it. You know, I'll do like I did, and I'll watch it before I upload it. And I might... there are some memes that I made that, that weren't... that, you know, you put a lot of good memes in the video. And there were some memes that I think that I didn't signify were memes and were maybe a little more obscure, so I can help you. I can help you find the memes that I make if we do that again. I liked when the Mitchell and Webb Are We the Baddies guy in the hat came up. That was good. Alright, let's just put out our two highest level Pokemon, Woof and Aquarius, and hope for the best here. My Pokemon are cosmically awe-inspiring. Yeesh. Mine aren't. They've got cosmic powers, but it just makes them mutate. And not in a useful way. Ooh, Latios. Okay, that's great. I'm happy with that. Swift won't hit the ghost Pokemon. Mustard Purge. Oh, you don't know any dragon moves. Oh, this is actually not great. Okay, what about Wingull? You know Wing Attack. Oh, we might be in trouble. Oh, we might be in trouble. Yeah, putting out the best players and hoping for the best hasn't gone super great this time. We don't have anything that can deal with these guys. We might have to lose here, folks. I'm gonna try, but we might just have to take the L. What a fool I was. I started this stream thinking like, yeah, we can take on the Pokemon League tonight. That was not realistic. Oh, boy. Oh, you didn't heal. You didn't heal that Lunatone. This is good. Okay. Okay, we may have to revive... we may have to revive Latios here, depending on what goes on with this Sableye. You might know Air Cutter. Yeah, you know what? You are probably our best defense against Sableye. So I am just really hoping that you can get it before Soul Rock hits you. Oh, Air Cutter hits both? I don't want that. Soul Rock avoided it. Reflect. I don't like that. That's not nice. That's unkind. Okay, let's do Wing Attack. I could use Confuse Ray, but let's see how much Wing Attack does first. Fascinating. And of course it doesn't affect Sableye. Okay, we have a Wingull, and we have a Lanoon. And you've confused Wingull, which is the one Pokemon that I think can hurt you. Right? Because you can't. Okay, well, you need to try, and I need to revive something. Yes, Eclipse, you rest well, have a great evening. Thanks for stopping in. We will see you another time. we need to heal the Golbat. And then we need to swap in the Golbat. Okay. So, a wing attack for you, and a wing attack for you. Well, you are correct in identifying Orson as the threat. But, if you could stop doing that. No! Please! I'm gonna have to heal Golbat. Assuming it isn't dead. This is a painful battle. It's not as painful as the Skarmory, but it ain't fun. Absol. Okay, well, Absol, I feel like we can deal with a little better. Yeah, this looks a lot more promising. Okay, we've made it. Does Absol absolve us of my sins? No, it foretells of natural disasters. That's its shtick. It's like the Pokemon that can predict natural disasters, and it comes to warn people about them, but people misinterpret that and assume that it, brings the disasters, and so it's been wrongfully persecuted in history. So saith the Pokemon lore. Does it have abs? I bet it does. Oh, you know what? I think this is the way out. We might have found the way out. Hold on. Strength. I mean, we might have lost that one. I think we were always going to win it, but it was kind of a question of how many resources would I have to burn through in order to achieve that win. And we burned through a fair few. Okay, no, we're... Please, just let me get out of this cave. I want to achieve something. Oh, it's another trainer. Okay, this is fine. It's fine. Please don't have a steel type, man. If you do, I'm guaranteed not to have anything that can deal with it, and I will just cry. And I will simply pass away. But I'm hoping this is the last guy we have to fight before we get out of here. There's still a couple of trainers in this cave that we haven't fought, and that's fine. I just wanna get out. Just let me out. Just let me out. Okay. This should be fine. Okay. Good. We're doing great so far. Oh no, the final boss of Victory Road. Pelipper. What do I have that can deal with Pelipper? Seriously, what do I have that can deal with Pelipper? Destiny Bond might be a good choice, honestly. I don't know. We'll try Nightshade. I don't know. It kind of depends if Pelipper is still using stockpile. Missed. Okay. What happens if we don't get out alive? Well, I don't know. I assume the Pokemon, like, if we go missing, I think maybe the Pokemon Rangers will send out a search party. I would think. I would hope. They tend to rescue people from sticky situations with the help of their Pokemon. And so hopefully that would mean that we don't perish in the cave. Oh, jeez. I don't know how much camaraderie we have with these folks. You know, they've all got matching tracksuits, and we're here dressed in all black. I'm not sure that they're our friends. A Pineco. Interesting. This is good. This is interesting. We're gonna try Bide. Okay, nope. You're just dead. Why did you teach your Slaking flamethrower? There it is! There's the skill swap on the Slaking. At least we've reduced its accuracy. Oh boy. And you know Ice Beam. Why do you know Ice Beam? Okay, we are reducing Slaking's accuracy even more. This is great, honestly. And it's used skill swap again. Why? Why would it do it a second time? I think the AI doesn't understand how skill swap works, because it used it a lot during that Claydol fight earlier. It kind of knows enough to use it to, like, show it off, but doesn't really know when it's good to use it or not. Yeah, Yeah, the AI does not know what to do with skill swap. Yes. But unfortunately, Slaking no longer has Truant. Another one! Why is there another one? Why do you hate me like this? Why do you have a full restore? So, I think we will win this battle, but again, we might have to burn through some resources here to make it happen. Aerial Ace. So one of you knows physical moves, and the other knows, special moves, it seems. Okay. Yeah, well, that's fair. Keep using Muddy Water. You should use Psychic on this one, because that's the one that knows Shadow Ball. That's the one that can mess you up specifically, Alakazam. Okay, good. And now you're down to one Pokemon. Now, that is. Okay, we might be okay here. We might, this might be Dusclops. Ooh. I think we're seeing the end of the tunnel. Protect. That's entirely reasonable for you to want to use Protect. I don't appreciate it. Jumpluff, do you know any real moves? You know Leech Seed. I'll take a Leech Seed. Okay, that was mean. No, Orson, you don't need to evolve. Please, just stop it. Cubone 2. Oh, interesting. So even though you fainted, you do evolve. Huh. That must have changed, 'cause my recollection was not that. Oh, we made it out. We made it to the end of the cave. Good God. Well, we'll give the Pokemon League a single try. Just so you can see. Yeah, apparently they evolve while unconscious. We'll give the Pokemon League a single try so that you can see that it's not happening, and so that you will agree, I hope, that grinding off-screen would be most advisable. I want like 40 of these guys. And we'll just have hyper potions for now. A full restore would be better, but we've got lava cookies, so we can... I'm not probably going to use... I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I might... I don't know. Yes, I have all the badges. Very good. I don't know. I'll use items as needed. I don't think we're gonna make it. I'm not gonna save in between battles because this is just kind of a dry run, and I don't expect it to go well. Okay, we're gonna lead with Birdo. Now, they always lead with their lowest level Pokemon, I think. I think it's going to be level 49. If memory serves. What if I win? Then that's great. Okay, 46. Oh, you devolved. You were a Weezing a moment ago. Great. Yeah, we're not winning this one unless I burn through all of my resources? I mean, half my team is Psychic Pokemon. And Cast Form. Yeah, this isn't happening, folks. You know what? I'm gonna be fair. This is a loss due to the randomized Pokemon. And I will say, this is probably what's going to end up happening a lot, is when we do proper attempts, there's probably going to be a lot of resetting. But let's give this another go. Maybe this time we get a better lineup. Maybe this time, maybe I lead with Machamp. You know, maybe a nice fighting Pokemon, a Heracross, that'd be great. Or a Pineco. Equally good. Yeah. Again, 2 Psychic Pokemon against the Dark guy. Oh, and a Ghost. Yeah, so that's 3. That's 3 that it'll just destroy. Let's get one try in that doesn't... There is the possibility of rolling all legendaries. And, you know, I could re-roll that for each battle. That's possible. Is it realistic? No. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, Claydol. Guess what type Claydol is? If you said ground, you are correct, but Psychic was the answer I was looking for. And a Ghost again, and a Psychic again. I mean, we got a Dragonite. Sure, let's try sending out Dragonite and see what happens. If I miss this slam, I'm swapping. Yep, we're swapping. take the poison, I guess. Just a reminder, we were struggling against trainers in the Victory Road that had 2 Pokemon each, and you know this guy has 4, so not super confident in my chances. How are we allowed to use more Pokemon than our opponent? Each trainer's allowed to use 6 at any given time. That's just... Now, in the anime, they do impose such a rule that's like, okay, this gym leader uses 3 Pokemon, so are you. But we, the player, are not subject to that restriction in the video game. And now we're down to Psychic Pokemon and a Ghost. I'll give it one more go. But I think we need to grind off screen. We need to be a high level. I would like to be a high level. And I don't enjoy grinding on stream if I can help it. You know, sometimes it just comes up and it's like, well, there's nothing to do but to grind, and we just learn that 20 minutes into gameplay. That's a freaking Psychic Pokemon. Psychic. These pink ones aren't Psychic. So these opponents are underpowered on purpose? I mean, I guess to an extent, yeah. I think the champion uses 6. I'm gonna switch to the other Porygon. Yeah. I think grinding to 55 or 56 off stream, I think that is the way. So Pokemon Emerald, even though it's kind of like our primary game, this might be on hold for a moment while I grind. Yeah, maybe they have a website that they're using that gives them achievements for doing silly things. I like that's a fine theory. I like it. Yeah, it's not like you're never gonna see Pokemon battles again. Tell you what, I will... because I don't anticipate I'm gonna save. I'll go ahead and heal this guy. What other games? Well, there's a lot of Pokemon games out there. Obviously, we're going to be playing a mystery dungeon here soon, but for mainline, I mean, there's Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald without randomizer shenanigans. There's Fire Red, Leaf Green. There's Red, Blue, Yellow, Green in Japanese. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, Soul Silver. And I have all of those. I think. I don't have Heart Gold, sadly. So we won't ever run out. It'll be a while. It'll be a long while. And not to mention all the hacks that are out there. There's the Fire Red Team Rocket hack that we've expressed some interest in seeing. There's Pokemon Emerald Too Many Types. There's Super Mario Mon. Like, yeah, basically we'll never run out. We could just play Pokemon for the rest of our lives, but I do occasionally like to play things that aren't Pokemon. Moemon, yeah, I don't think we need to play Moemon. I mean, it's just Pokemon. It's just a sprite swap, you know? We are basically playing Moemon. It's just we've removed the Moe. How often does a new mainline game come out? It's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. It kind of varies, but I'd say once every 2 to 3 years-ish, give or take. And how do we know what's mainline? You know, is Legend Z that came out fairly recently, is that considered mainline? I don't know. Dragonite is Moe? Yeah, a little. And you are out of attacking moves. Incredible. Oh, right. Full restore. Well, Bradman's about to be hurt. Pretty good. Grudge. We might use Grudge. Yeah, Surf lost all its PP due to Grudge. Okay, so if we were playing this and saying this is the run, it has to be, we could do some revive shenanigans with Bradman to try and get that so that it just loses all of its moves. Is it actually impossible for us to win now? Without using, like, a revive? You can't hit him. You can't hit him. You sure as shit can't hit him. Yeah. I mean, whatever. We're not gonna save, so sure. We'll revive the other Porygon. We'll revive Prestique. We'll heal it up. and we'll use it. Pokemon Dash? I don't recall if I have Pokemon Dash, truth be told. I didn't grow up playing it, but you know, some of those Pokemon side games were always very cool and mysterious to me. Like, I remember the Pokemon Troze commercials around the same time as Pokemon Dash. I've never played Pokemon Conquest, for that matter, either. I've played the first Pokemon Ranger. I don't know that I have played any of the other Pokemon Rangers. Alright, yeah, we lose, folks. We lose. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do some mining off stream. I'm gonna grind. As much not fun as that is, that's kind of where we are at. 25 hours. Expect that number to be a lot higher when we come back, because I will be using speed up. And that just makes the number climb astronomically. I think that's it. When next we meet, 'twill be an Evo. And I'm not looking forward to it. But it's what the wheel demands of us. And we are not ones to question the wheel's supreme authority. Okay? Alright. Everybody have a great evening. We'll see you next time.